Let's look at how to change the color of the line using Duotone. This is a little more advanced, but it's pretty cool because you don't necessarily need to remove the white of the paper, and it also works a little bit better when you have things that are like watercolor or pencil shading, or things that are not just black and white and clean line and graphic, that are a little bit more painterly or have more a range of values. So let's try this image because it has some of those qualities. So if we go up to layer and image mode. Right now we are in RGB color, and you can see Duotone is an option, but it's grayed out and I can't select it from here. So what I need to do first is make this a grayscale file. And say you are already kind of working in color. For instance, I started coloring teapot here, and I have some of that coloring on this layer. For whatever reason, I have like a bunch of coloring right on this layer. So if I go to image mode, grayscale, it's going to mess up my colors. I'm going to say don't flatten because I don't want to flatten, but it's going to discard all my colors, and now I lost all my coloring. So I don't really want to do that, right? So what I'm going to do instead is copy the file that I want, or copy the layer that I want to change the color of, and make a new file that is just my Duotone file, and then I have my source file where I'm coloring. So you're going to end up with two files. This one is my RGB color, and this is my source file. And then we're going to select all. So select all, Command A, and we're going to copy, Command C, edit, copy. And we're going to make a new file, new, Command N. So I'll say OK, and I'm going to paste. So now I have two files here. Whoa. This one is my Duotone, so that means I'm going to image mode, and I'm going to make it a grayscale now, and I don't need to flatten it, and I'm going to discard all the colors. And now, now that it's grayscale, I can access Duotone. So I'm just going to click on Duotone, and this works super well with swatches, which is good news for us now, because we have some swatches up here. So let's bring, okay, so you can't just click on here and it's going to change. You have to double click in this box. Then I can access my swatches. I could also pick from the color picker if I really want to. And what's cool is that you can kind of see it working in action, and like you automatically get a preview. Say I want the olive, so I'll say okay. You have to, if there's no text in there, it's going to say, you have to name the color. Okay, so I have to call this whatever. And now I have changed the color. If I wanted to color, now that this is a different color, say I try to color this teapot in this file, which is my Duotone file, and I make a new layer, and I have an area that I want to fill with color, and I get my color, and I paint it in that area. It's not first, right? Why is this not working? Why can't I color with actual colors? Oh my god, everything is green. So what Duotone does is, instead of black and white, it's a color and white. And you can see up here it says monotone. Monotone means one color. Duotone means two color. So that's why we have to copy and paste into an RGB file. So 2 files, your source file RGB and your Duotone file that is just your line work, and the only thing you're doing in there is changing the color, image mode, duotone, and then I can change it again. I want it to be this. Double click, I want it to be this color, and I say OK, and I say OK. So now I would copy this, so select all, edit, copy. Gonna go back in here that says RGB, and we're going to paste. So the cool thing is that you can just get a lot of different colors going on. Image mode, duotone. Let's get double click on there. Let's get an olive one. Let's get a purple one. Oh. So copy, right? Select all, copy, go back, paste. Now I have my green one. I'm going to go back in there. Image mode, duotone. The cool thing too is that we're just working with monotone with one color. You can put up to 4 colors in here, and what this does is it is going to mix green with yellow. Let's mix some red in there and whatever. So this looks disgusting, so maybe I just want to do 2 colors, and maybe I don't want that, so, right? If you're sticking to swatches, it makes more sense to just go with the one color that you chose from your swatch. Alright, so that's how you bring in your duotone colors into an RGB file. And then similarly, I might work destructively, and if this is my green line, and this is my brown line, and this is my black line, I can decide where I want green. Maybe I want the teapot to be green, and where I want, maybe I want some black too, so then I would delete certain parts. I want their eyeballs to be black, I want the cup to be black, right? So I'm working destructively, I'm erasing areas. I don't suggest working destructively. I suggest making what is called a layer mask to hide and show that, because you might mess up or decide, oh, I don't like that and I want it to be a different color. So there's another video later about how to use masks to not work destructively. Let's quickly look at what happens when I do the same thing for, so image mode grayscale, discard. Let's look at how this works with pencil, because it's kind of cool. So what's nice is you get, and it works nicely, like if you have any watercolor washes or any textures or like a photo, something like that, because you don't have to, one, you don't have to remove the background, and 2, you're getting tones. So purple, light purple, etc. So that's how maybe I would make a new layer since I copied it. RGB, this one has to be RGB. I'm going to paste that in. This is my RGB one. And now I need the old lady, and we need to get image mode, duotone. I want one that's like more reddish, so okay. And okay, okay, and I select all, copy, paste. I have 2. And now I want her to be purple, and I want the chair to be brown, And you could kind of blend it too, which is cool. Not everything has to be like exactly this color or that color. Alright, so that is using Duotone, creating one file that's your source file, RGB, another file that's just your line work. It's in Duotone, and the only thing that does is change the color, and then you copy paste that in to your source file.